Hello, Facebook friends. It's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Thursday. It is October 31st. It is 5:02 p.m. Happy Halloween, everybody. Last year I did a filter that gave me a pumpkin head. There's all kinds of filters. I spared you that this year. I also had a blue wig, which I wore for tennis this morning for about 2 minutes. It was hot as heck. So I took it off. So I also spared you that one. Okay. As many of you probably know, Halloween has roots in ancient beliefs, both cultural and religious. Many Halloween superstitions date back to those beliefs. Now, have you ever really thought about why we let our kids dress in costume and go door to door begging for candy, or why we carve pumpkins to look like people? Have you ever thought about it? Well, today I will open your eyes to some of the reasons why we do these things. Okay, first let's talk about black cats. Why do black cats get the reputation that they have, right? Especially on Halloween. They've gotten terrible reputations as harbingers of evil or bad luck. The association dates back to the Dark Ages, when older solitary women were accused of witchcraft. Many of them had cats, and people believed they were given to them by Satan. So that is where black cats and omens and bad things came from. Okay, so those of you who own black cats, it's okay, because we don't believe that anymore. Number 2, jack-o'-lanterns. Okay, the story behind this comes from Celtic folklore. A farmer named Jack, after drinking too much, decided to trick the devil and was banned from heaven and hell, fated to live in purgatory for his choice of trying to trick the devil. So he carved a lantern to light his way through limbo. Hey, Cecilia. And that was how this whole thing got started. So today, the lanterns help guide spirits like Jack home on Halloween night. So this started obviously years ago and has continued, and now we just do it because we can. And it's fun, and I don't know, it's good to have pumpkin seeds and you put them in the oven and you make a nice little treat. Or you carve out all the pumpkin stuff and you make some pumpkin pie or something good out of it. But that's where this story from Jack-o'-lanterns comes from. Number 3, witches on broomsticks. Women that were single, widowed, or unmarried, or socially awkward over the age of 40 were labeled as witches and were considered evil. That wouldn't go over well these days, right? Many of these women had poor eyesight as well due to their age and would use walking sticks to navigate as it got darker. At times, they used broomsticks for the same purpose. So the women who also participated in satanic rituals applied a potion had some type of hallucinogenic compounds in it onto their bodies to make them feel like they were flying. So the combination of the hallucinogens, the older women's with the sticks or the brooms, witches on broomsticks flying in the air. Okay, number 4, trick or treating in costume. Another Celtic tradition, they believed the spirits of the dead could walk freely among the living on Halloween Eve. It was a bad idea to turn them away empty-handed, so this explains why we give out food in the past or candy today, because you certainly can't give out food because you're not going to let your kid eat somebody else's food, right? So I found many references to why costumes were worn. Some say it was to scare off spirits. Others say it was to communicate better with the spirits and the dead. And lastly, it was to ask for food without being recognized. I think the last one probably makes the most sense. And lastly, why candy apples? Okay, a little less morbid and scary and more in tune with today's Halloween. Although you can't give these to kids anymore also. I mean, you're never going to let your kid eat a candy apple. I mean, fear of poisoning or, what was it, razor blades in them, all kinds of weird things that parents used to scare the heck out of you. Apples are in peak season this time of year, so it is a no-brainer to include them in this holiday. Traditionally, they were given to the Roman goddess Pomona during Halloween festivals. At that time, it was called Samhain. That was what they named it. And it was a symbol of life and immortality. So, some fun things in there, right? So how we got to today's Halloween has a lot to do with marketing, business, and making money. But regardless, lots of what we do today dates back to hundreds of years ago. Traditions, beliefs, religious ideas, folklore, whatever it is. So there is a little bit of truth to some of the things we do. So if there's anything that you're interested in, kind of look it up, Google it. There's so much information to be learned that you just don't understand why, or we as people don't understand why things that we do today have how they've come to be. So I thought that was kind of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you're having a safe and happy Halloween. I don't see any trick-or-treaters out my window just yet, but they usually start around 5:30. Eek. So getting ready and gonna pass out some candy, and then the lights go out early around my house. When we run out of candy, the door is closed. So oh, well. Anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome Halloween, an awesome day. Tomorrow is November 1st. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Here we are. It is already almost winter. Yikes. Still 85 degrees here in Florida. Anyway, hope you guys are having an awesome day. I will be back again tomorrow for another Live in 5.